It's possible to be tortured by your own family. Search scapegoat and see the millions of entries. The myth of family love has kept this silent empire alive for its denial, which prevents healing. You can avoid outsiders, but inside, people you can't get away from as they squeeze like a python. The second half of life is the best, as these old systems die out and you've relocated to a new nest. Scapegoats across the world and history unite. See how common it is and transcend it, all right. Most of life was a black cloud over everything from the bleak reality two older sisters held over me. But blood is not thicker than water. They should be no more important than insults from some joker. You didn't listen to parents, so learn the hard way. It was hard time being imposed on like prey. Don't go back, cause thought loops bring frustration. You made a mistake but learned a hell of a lesson. Thoughts are corrective, so we go back to fix it, but it's impossible, so just thank God you escaped it all. In an echo chamber, there's no opposition. They only discuss things with those who agree with them. See yourself through your eyes, never his, since that varies depending on what distracts him next. Family scapegoats like me are very common, and it will take a lifetime to get over it if ever, Mom. The others hop on and the effects are drastic and tragic. Accept they hate you, then work magic. Before accepting they hate you, you're always caught in delusion, and that's a mental illness, son. Who is that scapegoat? The truth teller, the empath, the creative one, the aware one are under the gun. European psychologists call it mobbing. They all join in, a collusion of weaklings against kings. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. The sad plight of the smart having to adapt to the dumb. The dumb will catch you in evil webs as bad as their minds can project. The plight of the elect. Without family support and feeling betrayed, of course. The road is rough until we learn the ropes. He must stop seeking outer approval and build his own inner reality. That's the solution in finality. Jesus was hated and he felt it. He expected betrayal. Relate to him on this. You won't feel suicidal. Realize Jesus was a scapegoat and you won't feel so hurt by your family. I know the pain, honey. If a scapegoat sins as a device to cope, his persecutors will take total control and he's toast. Women rule their domain through phone gabbing and reputation bashing. It's soul murder, calumny. It is because you're in safety that you're flooded with red-hot memories. That's how it works, see. Reaching the end of our endurance is called hitting bottom. Trauma depletes your ammunition. You can't fight. You can't do anything as a sheep to the slaughter. Muted. You actually go down that far. They accept the testimony of the two older sisters against you, the truth teller, empath, or younger. No judge or jury. What two older sisters said is truth and law. Only a few can see the bold treachery. Because of what I've laid out about women, you can understand the cruel Cinderella syndrome. The two older women know nothing but their raw power coming from two against one who cowers. All female power is collusive. They get together with the other broads in their circle and screw ya. Older women hate younger anyway, so getting together becomes solid and permanent treachery. At death, you'll see the entire sequence, but for now, just prepare to tell the world what you know. Mental illness is being eclipsed by another human being. You're framed, cut off, censored, see. I could have walked away and it'd all be okay, but the black cloud follows you at ISU. This pain, they own you enough to create a bad rep, and it's believable as it explodes through gossip. Calling this up makes you paranoid, and in some cases mandatory drugging permanently shuts you up. Female camp guards were the absolute worst / most sadistic. A women's wrath can be cataclysmic. Wicked bands are sticky like glue. You have to relocate and eliminate everyone you've talked to. Once in a new safe life, don't let PTSD go on. Just see life as two-pronged ending in victory and freedom. You were so needy you let him invade your house. Then came your collapse, all due to your guests. People come and go, so worshiping them can get you into psychic trouble. Don't ever do it now. Protect yourself by achieving your own inner reality, who you are. Even as a child, you were a star. Don't let strangers touch you. Don't let them in or get into their car. Trust no one but your chosen and the Lord. People are empty, bored, and lonely, so drop by to use you for entertainment. Don't allow this friend. Though the perpetrators are dead and gone, the impact remains and the victim remains forlorn. Did your uncle give you trouble? Insight. Your beloved father hated him, and thus the picture fills in. Inherited shame was a big boulder that fell on you, the weakest link in the family crew. That's its Sue. Weird relatives imprint on a child's brain, and it can be a dying shame because things have really changed. I promise you'll be fully satisfied when you wake up to self. So disentrench from this hell. Himmler seemed like a weak person, but turned out to be an evil monster when given authority, son. It's the weak jolly Jimmy get-alongs that become the most tyrannical when given some positions. Women are ruthless social tacticians, networkers of power, while the reclusive, odd girls cower. What you went through as young woman was horrible, but you're here and your perpetrators are in hell now. It's our unhealed childhood trauma that creates the attraction. It's from chaos and dysfunction. Attraction to narcissists won't happen if the childhood didn't have such chaos and dysfunction. They specialize in triangulation just to get people fighting, as drama is more to their liking. See past spouses' foibles and realize what you built together and who helped you in stormy weather. The ability to let go of one is an emotional survival technique. Do it or suffer heartbreak. He was Jolly Jimmy to the world, but a violent emotional abuser to his wives behind closed doors. I was naive about people and trusted everyone. I went through the ringer to learn what I should have from mom. If you're needy for people and approval, you've had it. The road ahead will be hell when you tread it. It took a dysfunctional family and a gang of invading boys to teach me all about social psychology. In wanting to control and dominate, they'll eclipse your personality, and you're lucky to progress any. It's the arrogance of the narcissist that eclipses your own consciousness. So let him go, miss. People encouraging you, making you feel special? Girl, you can do that yourself, so start right now. Most times they just want something anyway. Foolish flattery is like candy, so ignore it all, okay? Improve relationships through self-validation. You're a child of God above and a masterpiece, son. If you go to God for it, no one can take it away. When people validate but then stop, you cry all day. Whether people approve or disapprove doesn't change God's plan for your life and unique groove. Shake off the dust from those who walked away. They don't determine your value. Go to destiny, okay? Convince someone to like you. To gain promotion? No, God said it comes from him, not a human. When people validate but then stop, it hurts, okay? But if you go to God for it, no one can take it away. God said promotion won't come from east or west, but from him who puts one down and one best. Stop trying to win favor, cause it's their loss of preferring another. Only God brings success, sister. God has divine connections. You don't have to convince one who isn't in your destiny, son. They're already lined up in your future and will be revealed when you give up on rejectors. What a place to be in when you don't like your friends. They tell all your secrets and ruin your plans. Every day gets easier once you learn to love being alone. Your success from that point on. Isolated, abandoned, and discarded is how you felt when they departed. So why get it restarted? Don't pity them when they want back in. They must taste their own medicine to gain empathy, amen. If you go right back with open arms, they'll disrespect you fast because you put yourself in way of harm. Don't go back. Go forward unencumbered. You're not losing. They've already left you shattered. They left, so let them go. You can't take a chance, and you don't trust them anymore anyway, you know. How many times did they leave you in the lurch? Remove this curse, and God anoints you first. You're not being mean. You never needed their scene. Choose friends carefully, be happy and free. Strangely, their painful karma is your abundant reward after enduring such pain from a discard. They felt superior to you, the empath, so thought nothing of discarding you without closure. Let don't go back, let him go. Be your new slogan for life. Become an expert at saying goodbye. Just as NO is the most important word, letting EM go is the most important action first. It's not being mean, they set the scene. Karmic retribution is part of narcissism, see. Someone can be talented and still sick. Don't make stories up about people just get away quick. I hate social occasions because they start taking pot shots at you. There's no protection, so stay home mama. The one who got away was one the narcissist pushed away, who decided he'd never return to hell. Okay, how they view you is how they treat you. That alone should piss you off about those people. To a narcissist, it's who's superior to who. It changes too. When you're down, they'll dump you, sue. If you thrive after their discard, you didn't react. They'll want you back to restabilize their act. You simply must thrive or die post-discard. This is the test of your life, while he will face the rod. If you give him too much, the narc feels superior, and your supply, utility to him, seems inferior. So one day he discards you, assuming it'll bring happiness. If you don't react, he's had it. I told you to expect the discard. You didn't listen, got sucked in, and he broke your heart. A female demon wove in and out of my life, and why did I let her in? To get validation, a fake friend? She felt superior to everything I said, and would go away in a huff as if I was tainted instead. Then she'd go away angry, dropping me without closure. Okay. Then she'd come back, and I'd be happy. Well, one day I saw the narcissistic pattern, and was okay when she went away because I thrived anyway. Now you're superior to them again, a higher supply. They hoover you, but they're out of luck, guy. Now she came back, how you doing? As if she had a right to. Let him go for good, no relapsing to. How painful this pattern, if you don't know what's going on. I cry for days, they want that Han. When someone walks out of your life, you keep him out. Their dreary karma shouldn't affect you now. The people with whom you're joined in destiny will stay with you and make life enjoyable too. How they treat you is how they view you. Get that through your head. What an insult. Reject instead. Narcissists see everything as inferior/superior, so it's obvious how they see the discarded deer. No one's perfect, and one day you seem tainted to them. You're a derelict, faded, lost your magic. So they discard your ass in preparation for future happiness, but hit the wall when you progress. Isn't this too bad? Boo-hoo. But his misery is your release into abundant emotional gaiety. You must see this karmic reversal to be catapulted up to where you're destined to go. Hello, for the inferiorization was subtle but still registered in your system. You must reverse for joy. Amen. The good time girl is the one-night stand, friend with benefits, mistress, rebound girl, side chick for man. She's a forever fling or side option, but never the queen to be given a life and a home. People sharing your destiny will stay. Nothing could take him away. Let others go, then get high pay. Walking away is a power tool for self-preservation, self-respect, and autonomy. Feeling better swiftly. Walking away is not defeat, but a courageous step towards self-respect, away from that setup. Walking away is moving up, not down or sideways. It's opening up to opulence in brain pathways. You actually prioritize your valuable time according to their needs. How long will you be unfree? You see your peace of mind is far more valuable than any situation diminishing you by people. Narcissists move on to find someone to abuse. Victims move on by finding themselves so cool. By the time he finds out the new supply didn't work out, you've already healed and are making deals. They'll project onto you, impose and rope you into their thing if you let him. The healthy won't, amen. Lots of young females are adult in drawing lines, but most get drawn into that whole loose grind. The most important chapter in our entire life is when we gather the strength to say N-O, I. Saying N-O is a declaration of our self-worth and the strength of one with boundaries first. N-O truly is the most important word in every vocabulary or language for those in a cage. No brings anxiety and guilt to the weak, but gives tremendous power to the few who speak it. Just think. From two losers you learn about most of mankind who are equally mean and unkind. Though aggravating as hell, you learn about evil human nature in a nutshell, and now you're well. Thank abusers for what you learned. If you don't have to learn further, for wisdom came quicker. You didn't have to survive prison to learn of evil human nature. You learned it watching brother. Yay! Through one outrageous person you learned everything you need to know about crazy humans. Stop the PTSD over a couple disgusting teachers, 'cause that was God's lesson put much simpler. Because I did not assert my independence at the time, I smoked it down, and for years it was denied. 'Cause they'll take you over in total manipulation unless you're ready. Teach young girls boundaries. The boys act like they own you right away. It's back with violence, and is very frightening. Okay. To adapt to that scene, I went into gray rock denial, trying to get through it. Things got worse. I escaped it. It's an interactional matrix of this era at this time. Give the queen tools to hold her head up high. Along with this goes snippy females. They size you up when they meet you, setting you up to fail. Be armed for when they hoover back. 'Cause you've grown since their discard you seem more attractive. They went to someone else and didn't grow. You, the victim of narc abuse, have matured with a new glow. So now they want you back. Heck, it's predictable as hell, and you better know it'd be worse still. It's in their DNA. It'll be love bombed and discard. Okay. You'll lose you luster to this using loser. Whatever you do, don't take the bait, the lure, unless you want to waste a lot of time and power. He starts to modify his ways and work to suit you a little bit, and soon he feels smothered. That's it. A woman strong enough to say, I don't want anyone in my home. I want to be alone is on her throne. If you have a household and hell of a pad you've worked on 'cause you love home, they all want to come. What we learn being used. You're either going to fight evil or be consumed by it. Speak out, people. Stop acting like he's worth worshiping 'cause he's nothing. It was due to trauma you were taken in. Stop acting like she's a good friend 'cause every time you said something triggering, there she went. Just by ending a limiting relationship, you notice a big upsweep in your energy, which you will see. Change your chaotic thoughts into strategic insights. Make your mind a rod of iron, not a blight. Before you're empowered to walk away, you must wake up to your worth, and then it'll be obvious. Okay. You gotta love yourself more than him. Once you do, you'll see what a joke he is in comparison. You gotta keep your promises to yourself. You said you'd never go back, but walked back into hell. If you want to usurp the power of a queen, simply put her to sleep, then they have their way. See. When it comes to mind, think and vision the word NO. Soon he's extinguished and drops low. When you associate NO with him, the subconscious remembers why, and soon his memory dims. The more you don't go there, the more addictive it becomes to go forward until he's no more. The more you don't go back, the more addicted you are to the relief as fact. A new life whole and intact. The era when you weren't defending yourself was one when the world crashed in creating hell. Keep saying NO to his memory. Subconscious knows why. The two will meet and you're free. Stop bitching about the demons and just learn how to keep them out. The world's full of lushes and louse. You're alone bothering no one and she sucks you in, only to bash you from her moral high ground. Control your mind 'cause it's a battle between good and evil, and Satan controls you that way, girl. Don't remorse over the past when you lost. It's an anchor to your lower self with a high cost. Talent is important, but it's discipline which upgrades life to a whole new level. Rid of the devil. Satan brings you down by instilling bad thoughts about yourself. Actively fight against this, or it's hell. When primitive Satan compels bad things, when evolved he just drops thoughts to no avail. See. You're urgently trying to find a solution, and then nature gives you a clear sign, which is so unusual. To understand, man, study dog packs. Jealousy triangles, resource guarding, gang psych. Let him in and they'll overstay. Ask too many personal questions. Snoop around and take away. Most men's minds are controlled by the herd, but the superior mind is of God and separate, sir. A profound understanding and command of one's emotions and thoughts is a man of God. Without discipline, Satan has a field day misdirecting steps, instilling fear, guilt, and embarrassment. Okay. Today, be a warrior of mind and control your thoughts, while filling it with info, increasing your lot. You want to increase what you got. Immature, you're a diamond in the rough and a king you're not. There were times when mine took me on an evil tangent of depression and embarrassment. How ineffective and disastrous it is when mind controls you rather than you controlling it. Few mean old contacts. Say NO to his image, say NO to her face. That's how to control your thoughts, okay? Don't let mind go on a tangent unless it's productive. So far it's just been to beat yourself up. Saying NO to toxic memories will eventually erase the groove. Giving into M reinforces them too. Deep set. When your goals and values are so deeply internalized, they become consistent finally. Stop beating yourself up in memory, or eventually it's a massacre against you suddenly. It grows C. Satan knows we're social creatures, so he blocks by instilling thoughts that embarrasses us a lot. Staying true demands an inner compass, which is unwavering and true, not changing with people. Did it really happen that way? Or has Satan repeated the lies so much you only recall it that way? Lucifer is genius. He knows your weak spots and Achilles' heel. If your mind is flabby, not like steel. Self-control and discipline is a fruit of the spirit. Start today to regard your mind and tame it. My mind went off on a toot all the time. Now it's attention to details in the projects assigned. I'd get on some resentment as the mind caved into the old argument and the whole day was spent. My mind was so punishing of me, I was attracted to drugs that would change me or what I see. It's a battlefield of the mind, clear and simple. We must control it or be subject to evil people. Control the mind with higher forces you align. Now you show extraordinary achievements. Thrown into psychological bedlam, I had to quickly release clutter and develop self-discipline. Discipline, resilience, a profound sense of duty. Now success comes naturally and you move safely. Thrust into a path where self-reliance was key, I matured quickly and saw the world differently. Once the seed is planted in fertile ground, it becomes the defining point for a leader and a legend. For me, life was a battle of wits, strategy, and psychological warfare, and fun days were rare. The path of aloneness and sweet solitude cultivates this discipline. Stay wholly separate, my friend. The narcissist will smash all boundaries. Entitled to everything including your thoughts. C. Ongoing invasions of privacy and boundary violations. I was a cat in a room full of rocking chairs then. Then later I'd let invaders into my home and they crushed my boundaries into the ground. I was mad about it and sought to avoid it, but could not stand up against it by simply rejecting it. Letting them in went against my deepest objections, and this contradiction created PTSD bedlam. People's invasions were excruciating pain to her psyche, but she needed them due to trauma, all right? Men who didn't even deserve a conversation were let in to ask invasive, demeaning questions. Things got so bad I bottomed out on people and realized my desire for solitude while hating all evil. Think about it. They come into your house and impose their crap on you. That's too close, Sue. Don't blame the thief because you knew he was a thief. Blame yourself for letting evil in. See. There comes a time when you leave the narc. God is protecting his child by turning off your heart. They want to use you and let all their friends in too. It's a hard realization about the human zoo. It's like putting a rattlesnake in my house, then complaining of the stress without letting it out. Hatred of one's guests. There ought to be a word for it. God's word says we grow to despise the pests. They don't have a life and you do. They are energy vampires. They'll drop in if you let them, sir. I thank the cheap grifters who taught me these precious lessons about the creeping humans. Don't let them into your home. They are taught the social is more important than a brain of your own. The mob will destroy or steal everything you own and devalue your wonderful godly goals. Now you're going to have PTSD from what you allowed to happen by letting them in like a dunson. Let your slogan be, nip it in the bud. Don't let it go on because then they expect far more. See. If your invaders' guests don't know the real you, they'll be bashing your boundaries too. A narc mother's disrespect for boundaries leads to that child's accepting invasion from others. See. Transit relationships lack depth and understanding. It's scary. That's why I always prefer privacy. The parent will exploit a kid's successes, but never give support and love, which most require sis. A narc parent knows each child's emotional triggers and uses guilt, fear, and other tactics, sister. If you can't say no, you'll be 6 feet under because they'll take everything you own and more. Narc parents play favorites and pit one against the other. Two against a weak one. Even better, when your heart turns off for the narc, you have no more feeling a normal sign of God's saving. God's had enough of your heart being burned over and over, so he's turned off the spigot forever. God has protected you by shutting off your heart. It's time for you and your heart to leave the narc. If God has turned off your heart towards bad association, get down on your knees and thank him. When God turns off hot obsession, you feel a sudden lightning. Happiness after cold depression. I felt so happy not thinking of him constantly. I saw his picture, and he meant nothing, said the lady. Suddenly a brand new vista opens up, free of the black cloud of continuous disappointments. Involvements with unstable people becomes horrendous addiction, the stickiness of Satan. One way or another there's always a problem, but the word says we'll always have one good friend. I'm happy with one chosen friend or mate, not a round table discussion with an anonymous face. Looking back, it was hell. They were dumb but totally in control. How to reconcile this was my role. Human bands are wicked and sticky, especially in the social game of who's superior to who okay. Coming under their control, you submerge or lose your reality, and this is the sickening scene okay. At one point, your trusted friend reverts to side with the enemy against you. Your reality splits in two. People side with the perceived in power. When you were dethroned, you saw your allies sour. Thus the shifting sands of human systems. They either lock, constantly realign, or someone kills them. When down, no one wants any association with you. They disavow you publicly, socially screwed. It's the fallen hero syndrome. Whereas they loved you, now they want to kill you on the way down. Refugees of this process know social psychology very well. It's about the herd, and it's predictable. A stigma is formed that is impossible to extinguish. The kings of the earth want to bring us down, sis. There's this constant undertow. I could always feel it, which is why I always wanted to be alone. Before someone knows, they don't know. It's a red pill sudden change after being blind to the foe. You can't do a thing before their conversion. They're in the dark and arrogant in ignorant sun. A deep thinker is in continual state of terror until he learns to constantly and daily cast his care. Seeing all the implications and ramifications is depleting, so he puts it in God's hands daily. The superior man figures out exactly what he has control over and what he doesn't, then does it. A deluded friend thinks you're inferior for your views, and they arrogantly reject it all. P.U. These friends who are still deluded, they're gonna avoid you anyway, so just let him go and be renewed. Your deluded friends arrogantly reject your input as if it's inferior, mad, or obscene. It's mean. A deep thinker is hurt by deluded friends, so I choose solitude for some time and thank God. Amen. Pinpoint daily. What's in the works, what's been done and waiting to flower, what to tackle this hour. Once you've cast your care on God, your only friend, just pray sincerely and don't repeat it over again. Not one of them asked me if gossip was true. They all just assumed, no judge or jury. I was a shrew. Your therapy is to dream of gorgeous mansions all day while listening to your favorite music, okay? Envision yourself in that new role, so your reactions to the universe change, making it all possible. It's not that you're creating your reality as new Agers say, but you're filling in the dots that way. The fact is they are stupider than you, so they could lock you up if you don't figure a way out soon. Stupid cruelty. This exists and will be your reality if you don't garner respect, expect raw treachery. It was just a few events, but they shaped my entire life and were recalled a million times. Yikes. He is a predatory parasite. He will take everything that you have and live off of you if he can. A narcissist wants social approval and undeserved status, but I'd rather work for mine, thanks. Just the mere fact that you were going through it shows you still had the lesson to learn, doesn't it? One lost his teeth, one lost his eyesight, and one his mind. Eventually karma hits the foe. The less you do, the more you get done. It's a case of less is more. The power of leisure and fun. A mature person is simply someone who's learned how not to be controlled by others forever. Narc parents give me insults in public and microaggressions to bash them down quick. The child is being undermined psychologically. Parents frustrating their kids do Satan's job, see. I felt I was inherently defective, causing me to deserve such treatment, even without knowing it. By constantly demeaning a child, it forces them to rely on outer validation and approval, not self-styled. Needing approval means meeting others' needs, while ignoring our own. Sexual favors full-blown. Narc parents feel entitled to violate a kid's boundaries, and they gossip about him to their cronies. I had no identity. It was repeat after me. All I knew was from a young age, I wanted to be a lone sea. There are raging females across the land, fueled by alcohol and the feminist narrative, a global plan. I am furious was Cindy's favorite phrase. I heard it every day, and it was always justified okay. They always feel justified with the right to assert their bombastic authority they have to see. Women, you got the husband and kids so scared of your rages, but it's not God's plan for the ages. It's still not as bad as women targeting each other. This gets so dirty, only relocation is the answer. Rage, the anti-female spirit. There to be gentle, tender, and loving, but in sin they raise kids to fear it. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. There's no more satisfaction in this world, I think. They don't believe it because they don't want to believe it. That's how shallow your friends are. Forget it. The root of the righteous shall never be moved. So just keep doing what you're doing, I behoove. God's the waymaker, so just do your work and relax all day. You can't make it happen. There's no way. You're gonna do great things now. So take the high road and don't engage in drama with the toads. Releasing immature people always brings great delight, like a giant enema or freedom from strife. You're too mature for social media now. That's why you were blocked from Facebook, so let it go. What do you need social media for? Just do your work for God and enjoy the quiet after the war. Maladapting to the drags has made you greater than ever before. God's proud of his son/daughter. The immature don't call when they should and don't reply. Frustration always envelopes you. After releasing my immature drag, I felt giddy and elated with delight. It's always that way for knights. When you're in power, you need a foreman to deal with inferiors. That's our solution forever and ever.